spirituality. Everybody is spiritual. Spirit is consciousness, and you all have it. But how many of you have realized it internally to be conscious? There's too many people caught in the spiritual trap. It's a new age nonsense. What's that woman's name? Dolores Cannon. And other people, Abraham Hicks and people Neil Donald Walsh, of the books, Conversations with God. And people get caught up in this thing and they start to wear it as some kind of identity. Listen, to get in tune with spirit, in other words, the stream of pure consciousness that pervades everything, you have to get rid of your identity, your persona. Google this. God is not a respecter of persons. Your identity, what you think is you, is a person. It's a mask. It's a fucking fiction. So I get emails from well-meaning people, and they write to me, and they might say something like, I go with kindness. What does that even mean? Or there's one lady in particular. Now, I don't say this to mock or ridicule. I say this to point out the error of people's minds. The going into the forest to find your soul. Right, okay, there's good news there. She says to connect with my soul. You don't connect with your soul in a forest. You connect with your soul when your mind is out the way. Meditation, people. That's the only place where you'll find it. You go into that darkness and you keep fucking looking until you find the light. And that light is your soul. If you haven't found that light, you have lost your soul. That's the bottom line. Until you find your soul, you won't need to be guided by anyone else, because your soul, your spirit will guide you. It guides you to your soul. Walking around a forest, playing a drum to tune into your soul is just a fantasy of the mind. It's a nonsense. The only thing that's happening is you're pissing off the squirrels. It's a form of religious dress-up. It's an act. It's a fucking vanity. Now, I wrote to this lady, if I had a stick, I'd hit you with it. And I mean that. And I mean that with sincerity. Because I would say, what the fuck are you doing? You will find nothing in a forest. You'll find nothing. It's nothing there. It's outside of you. What you seek is inside of you. So stop. Stop this pretentiousness. There's an old megalithic site here with stones, and I go there occasionally, and there's people dressed up as druids. Fucking hell. And, they've probably got day jobs like lawyers and stuff like that, or fuck knows what. But it's an act. So they put on their woolen druid garb and they walk around with, big sticks like fucking Gandalf. It's ridiculous. That's a doing. It's the mind saying, look at me. Look at me, look at how in tune I am with nature. Look, you can go out for a walk and things like that, and it's fine. But don't turn it into an act of righteousness. Look at how good I am. First and foremost, no one gives a fuck. And who sets the mark for what's good or not? If it's your mind, when it's making a grave error, good is your brain at a higher level of consciousness. People that do these things, poncing around, in pseudo religious new age belief systems, they are seeking the validation of other people. That is not the definition of being free. I don't give two fucks what you think of me, because I know who I am. And that's what I want you all to know. So my point is stop seeking validation from others. It's like it says in the Bible. They pray in public to be seen by other men. People walking around with Bibles under their arms, making a big show of it. Look at me, I'm going to church, got my Bible. Or wearing things like Jesus loves you on their t-shirt, or some other fucking ridiculous shit. Your own mind is fooling you. And until you get beyond your mind, it will keep fooling you. And then when an arsehole like me comes along and hits you with a fucking stick and says, "What are you doing?" your mind will get all upset. "Why is he being nasty to me?" I'm not. I'm telling you how it is. I'm telling the truth. People don't like it. They don't like the truth. They love the lies. Until you get beyond that shite, stupid little acts, your little fucking pantomimes, until you get beyond seeking validation from others, you will not find. You'll be trapped. Go and look at these spiritual communities, where they have like a guru who sits at the front, usually dressed really, really well, and everyone else sat on the floor while he sits on some big chair, looking down on them. Where's the equity? And then he talks and talks and talks, but doesn't really say anything. And all his sycophants sit on the floor, uncomfortable, looking at him, heads tilted to the side, in a trance-like state, with dreamy eyes. Fucking retards. And then comes along, me, and says, "What are you doing? Lift yourself up." "I don't know how to." "Yeah, you do. Clean your house, meditate, and stop acting. You seek within, earnestly. It's nowhere out there. And then you'll find your inner guru, your inner teacher. Then all those knobheads that think they can lead people, they fall to the wayside. Dross, flotsam, fucking garbage, destined to be fucking recycled. Wake up. Stop living in a fucking dream.